Good. Really big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate super feel good around your body. Take your arms up to the ceiling, give yourself a big stretch back up over your head. Get some good writhing going on. Goofy grin on your face. We're not going to take it too seriously. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around on your back. Good friends, let's roll up together and issue Sunday salutations. Welcome to my Bay Area besties on Zoom. Nice to have you. Great turnout. I'm really loving that we got this Sunday and this Thursday evening time that we've carved out to make sure we take care of ourselves with yin and restorative yoga. And for my Bay Area besties, we use these blue cushions, and I will literally drive one of these to your house if you want. Santa cushion claws. So if you didn't get one yet, please let me know. I've got 2 or 3 left, and I think I've distributed almost all of the 30 of these that I bought. Now, we also just went live on YouTube. If you're watching on Zoom, there's a little thing. We just went live on YouTube. 2 entirely different worlds. So I broadcast to my Bay Area besties, and for a few years now, I've been simulcasting this to YouTube. Then all these videos get stored on YouTube, Upward Spiral Yoga. Thank you for liking and subscribing. 2026, I'm going to really do my best to carry the message of yoga and healing, especially restorative yoga, to as many humans as I can. So thank you for liking and subscribing. By the way, if you're watching on Zoom, there's no blending of the two. They're 2 different worlds. If you're watching on Zoom, you are entirely anonymous. Anyway, let's chant Om together and do what we're here to do. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart for prayer, invocation, intention, affirmation. God, love, source, infinite, higher, organizing, nameless. Bless everyone participating with deep peace, the kind of peace that not only is inside of us, but moves out through us into a world that could really, really use it. Om, amen. Good. Okay, if you're brand new watching, if you can sit and just move a little bit, then you'll get into the groove. Shoulders, 1. We'll spend the first 10 minutes with just moving our bodies around. I really need it. My 18-pound cat has taken to sleeping on my bed with me. And boy, we were locked in for about 9 hours last night. When I woke up this morning, I had no idea which planet I was on. Other way with your shoulders, 1. See if you're brand new, if you're crispy in Cleveland and just watching this for the first time ever, then at least you're moving. At least you're getting your body going. 6, 7, 8. Inhale up and out. If you're interested in a committed meditation practice in the new year, meditation is the human's most powerful tool for mindfulness and conscious contact with the infinite and getting ourselves in alignment. Then Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., we have a committed meditation group on Zoom. And if you're interested, leave me a chat and I'll give you the link. It's also on my website, Upward Spiral Yoga. We've been doing that for 5 years. We have a committed group of about 7 or 8 friends, get together every single weekday morning at 7 a.m. Come heck or high water, we do it. And the consistent practice of meditation opens up realms of reality that otherwise are unavailable, just the way that it is. Good. All right. Drop your chin, take your head around 8 times. 1. Easy does it today. If you like frisky yoga, Monday Zoom is frisky. My public classes are frisky. This is yin and restorative. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, kids, you get to relax your head down and close your eyes for 20 seconds and contemplate your navel. Stop thinking. You may not be able to stop thinking, but God's going to install a dimmer switch on our thinking, and we're going to be able to consciously and deliberately think less, not such a intense volume of thought. You cannot, by taking thought, add 1 cubit to your measure. Thinking is a beautiful faculty that God has given us, but anything can be taken to the extreme, obviously. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna stretch our paws a little bit. Cats do this. Now, I know if you're crispy in Cleveland or tight in Tennessee, you may not be able to bring your hands down in front and lean forward into them like that. Your knees are up and the ground's not available. You can do the same thing with your hands behind you, thumbs on the outside. See how my elbows are bending back? See that stretch of my forearms? And then drop your chin. So I'm an options trader. I just gave you 2 great ways to stretch your wrists. Either way, drop your chin, close your eyes, stop thinking, be a calm and peaceful soul. No place else to be. This is exactly where we're supposed to be. Right on schedule for my English friends. Yin yoga restorative means taking time, not being in a rush, bouncing to the next thing. I've been doing yoga 50 years now, and I still always come back to these fundamental joint opening, joint releasing, tension resolving movements. And they've served me well. I'm grateful for the body that God gave me and the way that it's doing what I'm here to do. Good. Ooh, feeling that. Now, arms out. In. Now I'm adding a little torso. I'm getting into it. I'm diving into the pool. I'm coming out, diving in. These simple movements, you put them together in a good sequence, they go from silver to gold. Now all the internal rotation that I've got, handcuffs, arms up my back. Now, this might be all you got if you're brand new. Maybe your hands come up higher. The back of my wrists are in my armpits. I'm doing chicken. Rock, rock. Now, from here, you can just do this, and this will stretch the you-know-what out of your wrists. If you can, bring your feet together, elbows inside your knees, drop your chin, and as you press your knees together, you'll get a much stronger wrist stretch. Now, this is not competitive yoga. This is not Western me versus you. It's us all together collaborating. Welcome if the algorithm has dropped you off on YouTube. Sometimes algorithms are God's little gifts to get us where we need to go. Good. All right, coming out of that, going back to crossing my legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. You know me, I've been learning the drums for 3.5 years now, and this is many of the best drummers in the world recommend this long before I knew them. Shake out arthritis and rheumatism, get it out. We are not meant to become crusty critters. Soft and easy, like little kids. Good. Now, like little kids, cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Just feel a beautiful amalgam of gratitude, peacefulness, anticipation, blessings, calm. Peace is a practice. There's no doubt about that. Good. Inhale up for an om. Oming is good for the soul and spirit. It puts us in touch with the infinite. Prayer hands. Simple twist. Inhale up. Push your paws up. I know I kind of have fun with saying if you're not so bendy in Baltimore, etc., that, it's, oh my God, it hurts so bad. You got to start somewhere, kids. There's this point where you just got to get your behind back in the game. Inhale, turn right. Now, hands, left hand, right knee, right arm behind, simple twist. If you're wondering why I'm on this big blue cushion, it begins to unfold now in just a couple minutes as we start doing some very deep releasing joint restorative yoga. We just warm up a little bit. It makes sense. Having recently turned 50, I like to warm up a little bit. Good. Come out. Isn't that nice? Just simple movements. Switch around. God does not make too hard terms with us. If you want to put your feet behind your head, you feel free. If you got other things to do with your life, do some of this and your body will serve you well. Lace your hands one finger over. Stretch up. Inhale. Now exhale, left, 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 left. I like to use my left arm behind as a little brace. It keeps my spine upright, helps my chest to stay open, shoulders relaxed, chin level. Up, there's my drum kit. It needs about 2 hours of whacking today. Otherwise it gets unhappy. Inhale. Come out. Now, if that's all we did, if you just showed up for 10 minutes of this and did that, your life would be so much easier to live inside of your skin. But we continue. Now, my left leg goes out, my right ankle goes over. If you're too tight and you can't do this, you're in the right place. Now, I fold this under. That's just for me. And I'm going to crank my ankle around. 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Right leg out. If your feet are so far away you can't reach them anymore, there is still hope for you. Put it over the top, then you have access to it. Here, I'll do this version today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, here's one you really may not like. Bring your feet together and have your knees up like that, and then let them drop. This is where most adult Western American humans are very tight. For this one, I sit forward and it spills my hips forward. That way I get much more release. Just wag my knees a little bit. Maybe I'll pump them, and then I just push them all the way down. That's quite a difference between this and that, isn't it? So God made us different. Do what you can. You can lean down forward if you want. My back's a little crabby today. I'm going to be very gentle with that. Zoom yoga in your own home is a pretty cool thing. You can do your own practice. You can find your own edge. You're on the honor system, of course. We're always on the honor system, much to our chagrin sometimes. Good, you guys. All right. That's a good little warm up for our joints. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry, I've got to check this because I'm using a whole different camera setup today. Now the blue cushion really pays off. If you don't have a blue cushion, if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down in the description of where to get one of these on Amazon. I bought 30 of them for about, I got a really good deal, about 60 bucks a piece. Best investment of my life, one of them. Just ups and downs. Now, I'm going to widen my knees out. Going to grab my bolster, a big pillow from off of your couch, knees wide, booty down, chest, leg. This is Balasana, child's pose. The restorative has begun. If you're very flexible, you don't need no bolster, that's fine. But now the talking begins to slow down. The restorative begins. The joints have the time, hips, knees, ankles, back releases. I can take my arms and bring them underneath me. I'm on my right ear, so I get a nice neck release. About 2 minutes, at least. This 4-inch cushion underneath, it disperses the weight, especially off the knees and the ankles, so that if you're over 50, you can start to open up these crunchy joints again. And then the magic of taking time and being patient begins to work through our body. If you're watching on YouTube, you can run into your bedroom and get the cat off the bed or move it off to the side. Do this on your bed. That's how I started. Right now, my booty is not quite all the way down, but it's as the reason it's not is the knees, ankles, and hips need to open up. And so spending some time begins to reawaken our childlike range of motion. Now I'm going to go over to my left ear. My knees are widening out, my booty's dropping, groins are stretching more. I'm going deep into the subterranean caverns of my body. Okay, exhale all the air out. Come up on an inhale. Now I understand if you're new, crispy in Cleveland, you may not, just kneeling wide like this with my butt down, that might not be in your toolkit yet. It will open up over time. If it is there and you can get your hands behind you, that's a milestone for 50 plus. And then my hips lift, and that's tight, that's hip flexors. Little kids, gymnasts, circus performers, contortionists, head goes all the way down. If you're not a contortionist for a living, just this is some good stuff. Good. All right, now I'm moving this off to the side, back to all fours, some cats and cows. Now I'm crawling forward. My knees are hip distance apart. See how I'm folding my toes under? I'm folding my toes under, and I'm walking my hands back in. This might be it. Your toes and feet might be dead. Otherwise, if your feet and you can squat, then do this. I've reincorporated squatting back into my daily routine after getting the blue cushion. Squatting is one of the 5 great yoga poses, 5 great human movements. 2/3 of the humans squat to eat and chat and have fun, but we Westerners invented the chair, and it helps and it hurts. It stretches your ankles on the blue cushion, the Achilles, the thin little muscles that run in front of the shin. For many older people, just they die, and that's why you see people staggering around really slow, barely able to move, not running around like a deer, like we're designed. Good. Now, my hands go behind. This is a good movement, just to sink your booty down and stretch your legs out. That sequence from all fours, squat, sit, is no small thing. If you're 20, you're watching this laughing and giggling at the people over 40, guess what? You'll be here someday. And after working your whole life, your body might change. So do this. Then the counter pose, this one sequence alone, if you're crispy in Cleveland or tight and your body is, you kind of lost your body, this will bring it back. Good. Now bringing my butt down, stretching my legs out, and here's the opposite movement. Feet come in, feet are hip distance apart. If you can only get here, this is a good start. Go over your feet, just this movement, booty, toes, booty, toes, and then gather yourself, go over your toes. Admittedly a challenge for me. Now, again, I'm sitting right on top of my folded under toes. I equate this to torture, but simply has got to get done. If you can do it, if you can't do it, do everything else up to this. Then back onto my hands with my toes folded under, lift butt. I didn't say this was all going to be ecstasy and unicorns and dolphins. There's going to be some feeling. Because then I'm going to come back onto my hands, and we'll conclude that fun sequence with some cats and cows. Now I'm going to widen out my knees. Now my butt goes way lower. That just really opened me up. I can wiggle my behind. One more child's pose. I'm here to wake up your body for you, to bring it back to life. Good. Now I'm going to come up. I'm going to grab a yoga blanket. Now for this, I simply insist that you make a neck bolster. Oops. Sorry about that. We're going to do some twisting and on the back stuff. So this is a blanket rolled up into a tube, and this makes this sequence on this cushion with neck support transformational. Change your life. A game changer. So now my neck is supported. See that? This right here, just laying here in Shavasana, letting the joints release. Now I'm bringing my right knee in, left leg out, taking my right knee around in a circle. Other way, this is just daily care and maintenance. These bodies that have taken care of us our whole life, a lot of people just treat their body like, I don't know, some people treat pets really poorly and it's not cool, and we should really treat the body as the temple that it is. Good. Now from here, if you're tight, just hold here. If you're more flexible, bring it in further, lift up, right elbow around right knee. Now, if you're bendier, lift up, left elbow. That's strong for me today. I'm taking right elbow around. If your neck's not supported, I'm going to be cross with you. Left leg pushes out, hold here. These deepest muscles of hips, groins, thigh bone sinking deep into my right hip, lower back softening, shoulders releasing, my whole body weight sinking into the memory foam. This memory foam sucks out bad memories while you're doing this and clears up space for fresh new life. Too many people over 50 are living in sentimentality in the past and, oh God, the good old days. And I'm all for having great memories, but to some degree, this is it, man. It's a sin to think the past is better than the future. But you got to have a body and health and energy that supports it. This does that. Now from here, I know if you're very tight, just lace underneath your right thigh and barely straight. Inhale, exhale, and you get stuck about right here. You do it a few times, you start to open up. Grab your right big toe if you can. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten it. My leg does not straighten all the way. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten it. Good. Now I'm releasing my right leg, stretching it out. If you're really crispy, knee barely comes in, you may not be able to lace over the top. Lace if you can, bring it in, and just take it around in a circle. We're such complex, intricate, complicated people that simplicity is lost on us. Taking my knee around the other way. Good. Now, when we were little kids, we could pull the knee all the way down to our armpit. But I don't want this leg to come in. I want my right leg to stay long and extended. My neck is supported. Now, if you're a bendy or bear, lift up, get your left elbow. I invented this movement. It's so good for overall body release. If you're bendier, move the knee into your midline, lift up more, get your right elbow over the top, but your head has got to relax back down. Hold on, relax, release your shoulders, drop your chin, swallow once. Finish your exhalation all the way. Let the breath guide you deeper into the depths of your body. Oh, man, after Looney and I slept for 9 hours, I never moved once because I can't with him on top of me. I was feeling pretty frozen and locked. Thank God, literally, that we can do this to wake up. Okay, from here, kids. If you're very tight, just lace over your left thigh. You might be able to get to inhale and just stretch out to here. This is good. This will wake you up. Reach up, grab the toe if you can. Archer pose, bow and arrow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, straighten. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale, simple movements. Inhale, bend it. Exhale, straighten it. Good, now I'm bringing both knees in. If you're very tight, maybe you can't even lift up your feet no more. We are not here to judge you. We're here to love you back to health. Knees can pull in further, further, further. Then maybe you grab your big toes. You widen your knees out. This is a 5-star, 4 Seasons resort restorative pose. Your version might be this, because you're like, damn, I got tight. I was busy. Kids, relationships, family, finances. After a while, you'll regain your youthful splendor. The knees will come down. But do you see how important this bolster is underneath my neck? It would be, if I didn't have that, my head would be hanging, my chin would be up. I would not be able to relax. This on the blue cushion, game changer. Deep opening of hips, groins, lower back dropping, adductors, shoulders drop. Now, this is a surprising challenge, especially if you're on the blue cushion, because of it's soft, it's somewhat destabilizing, which can help you find your core. This is why the young ones work on those half balls in the gym, because of the smushiness. But just having your legs up, really good for circulation. Viparita Karani, legs up. If you're brand new and your knees are bent and they're shaking, just do a little bit more. There's 1,200 videos on the YouTube channel. Tune in anytime you want. You don't have to do 20-year-old flying around, flying trapeze yoga. You can do that later. Just do some restorative. Good, now, every day I do this one. I just widen out to the side, the splits. If you're brand new, you can moderate a little bit, but my Bay Area friends are so flexible that they like just doing the splits once a day. You know why? It keeps everything from the equator down working, strong, vital, functional, fun. Too many people aren't having no more fun from the equator down, and we want to make sure that stays lively, frisky, and active. Good, now I'm squeezing these guys back together, bending my knees. Good, now I'm just bringing both my knees in together, gently taking my knees around in a circle. Again, this is restorative, Sunday sacred self-care yoga. Take it easy on yourself. Be good. Moving it around the other way. Good. Now, sit up with me. You get better at sitting up. Great to see all you Bay Area friends. It's just delightful to have you on board. We're here on Thursday nights now. So going into 2026, every Thursday at 6 p.m., every Sunday at 11 a.m. will be this as an adjunct to the public classes where a lot of us visit for meditation or yoga. So we've got a full regimen to make 2026 our best year ever? Raise your hand if you'd like 2026 to be your best year ever that you've ever lived in your life. Good. Okay, we'll chant Om, long, loud, and proud. Big inhale. We're not done. Peace on earth, goodwill to all souls everywhere. Okay, now here's a primary sequence that I have built onto the blue cushion. Again, it's all game changer stuff. So for this, yours truly does use a bolster, and I'm going to build it up a little bit. This will make sense if you're building it for the first time. It's good to have these bolsters and these blankets. See how I'm putting this on top of that? I'm sure you can. Now I'm taking a yoga blanket. That's where my head's going to go. Now here's a key movement that brings us back to life. I'm showing this from the side. I'm scooching my bottom back into this. Now my feet are together. See that? Knees are wide. And let the games begin. My right shin folding under. My left knee is out to the side. Right shin folded under. If you practice with me in the Bay Area, you know that this is the sequence that makes your body work again. Right hip dropping, left knee out to the side. If you're brand new watching this, you're probably leaning way over against all this pressure and pain. But if you're doing this on your bed or the blue cushion, this starts to open up. The ankle flattens, hip drop, knee creases, spine level. Then that avails slowly, and maybe not. If you're young and a flopper, you can lean all the way back. This is why I put the bolster underneath. Taking my time, and then the skies open, cherubs in golden clothing shoot me with arrows, rainbows, puppies, lollipops. Now, 6 months ago, I'd completely left this sequence out, went through an injury, was inspired to do blue cushion mattress yoga. Now it's starting to build back into my body. By the middle of next year, I'll be leaning all the way back. There won't be anything underneath me. My hip is dropping, quadricep opening. If you're very flexible, bring your arms back over your head, extend your left leg out. This is the thing here. You need this. Now, it's one thing to get in it, and then it's another to spend about 2.5, 3 minutes on cooking on this side. If you can't lean back, that's okay. It just means that's where you're at in your practice. Accept where you are, make little daily improvements. If you can't do great things all at once, do small things in a great way. My breath from my chest down to my belly button, plus this sequence, this movement. If you're very flexible, I have many very flexible Bay Area friends. They're all the way on their back, and they're getting the full benefit of Supta, Ardha, Virasana. You'll find your breath will lengthen. It'll go from short and choppy and kind of spasmodic, and it'll, like a surface of the ocean all whipped up into waves, it'll start to calm. The storm of breath will pass into smooth, calm, peaceful breath. This works the magic on the ankle, the knee, the hip, lower back, shoulder release. Okay, kids, next inhale, come up. And now the counter pose from this is crucial. Hands behind, thrust thy bum up. Really grind your gears. This reverses the aging process. Lift up. And now sink down. Now here's a little bonus movement if you're a little bendier. Now you can sit here and you're reasonably level, and I'm turning to my right, to my shin. This, grab, arm behind, turn to your right. This is for my bendy Bay Area besties who are very flexy. Good, now slowly come out of that. Turn back to the front. Drag the leg out. Oh yeah. Just stretch it out. Give it a good stretch. You might even lean over the top of it for a moment. Just wake it up. Get some blood, get some life force going down that direction. Nothing has to be forced. Good, now I'm inhaling up. Now, obviously the other side. Both feet come in just as a starting point. My bum is back up against the bolster. Now my right knee remains to the side. It's our left shin that folds under. Now, if you're tight in Tennessee, crispy in Cleveland, atrophied in Atlanta, you don't want it. Your left side is really miserable, so you lean over to your right for relief. This stuff will open up, I promise. Otherwise, you line up your spine, left hip drops, and you begin to lean back. And this is why Santa gave you a blue cushion and told you to put a bolster underneath. Slow and steady wins the game. Oh boy. Now I'm cattywampus. I'm tilted over to my right, but at least I'm doing the damn pose. And if people are judging me, well, you know the spiritual saying, what other people thinks of us is none of our business. Now, if you're very bendy and your hips are down and you can flop all the way on your back, man, just revel in this position. This movement's a challenge for yours truly. So I'm just another bozo on the bus doing the moves with my friends. We can all get a little better every day, every week, every month. One more minute. Breathe into it. Let your body have it. No rush. We are more and more calm, peaceful souls. Good, my friends. Always slow and patient. Coming out, our transitions are calm and peaceful. Now, the counter pose, the essential counter pose. Arms behind me, even on my bolster for extra lift. Now my Elvis is going to seriously pelvis up. It's 1956, Ed Sullivan. I am grinding my gears up. So are you. Lift up. Come to life. Lift up. Good. Now I'm going to sink down. Now, just a little bonus movement if you're able. If your hands are way over on the right, you can't twist. Both hands up, turn left. Reach down, grab, left arm behind. Get a nice little twist in this more complicated position. Inhale. Exhale and come on out. Now, extending my left leg out for a moment, just hanging it over the edge, leaning slowly down into my knee that was just folded. Close your eyes. If you want to compare yourself to me and feel way worse or way better, there's just no reason to do that. Don't compare yourself to who people are today. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Then comparison becomes a friend, not an enemy. Good. Now, we're in the Om stretch, kids. So I want to make sure we get our neck, back, and shoulders and arms included in the mix. So sitting in easy pose or any pose is fine if right now my right ankle is over my knee. And it's a pose called Yogasana. It really fits my body really well. But you don't have to have the foot on top. You can have it underneath. Arms out, hug me. Now, right arm under. You're tight in Tennessee. You can barely grab. Tighter, grab on, elbows up and down. And then if you can, you fold your arms up and you go up and down. Either way, you can do a part of this. Ups and downs. I invented this. I invented everything. Good. Now elbows around in a circle. This gets neck, back, and shoulders where the tension, fear, worry, anxiety, PTSD goes. Other way. Now, if you have this movement, do it. I'm turning to the right, turning my face to the left. This is called turning the other cheek. Drop your chin, tilt your head to the left. If you can't come close to doing this, you can come close to doing something. Too many people won't do this kind of stuff. It's like, I can't do anything anymore. It's like, yeah, you can. You can do something. You can approximate. You can pick up a guitar. You can play one string. You can go roller skating. You can start something wonderful today. Good. Bring it back to the center. Bring your arms on top of your elbows. Close your eyes and be still for a moment. No thinking. We live and move and breathe and have our being in God love source. Everything is always working out for us. Good. Now, before we go into deep Shavasana, we're just going to switch it around. And that just means my left foot goes underneath my right knee. Totes fine. No worries. Unless it goes over the top. But if it goes over the top and your knee is up and you can't lean forward, that's called not yet. Pull back on my booty, get my spine nice and tall, freeze up my arms, freeze up my arms, freeze my arms up. It's good to be in your 60s and be able to move your arms around like somebody that can move their arms around. Doesn't this make life much more fun? It does, doesn't it? Arms out. Sorry about that. I freaked out. Left arm under. But my arms will move, man. Grab here, up and down, jaws. Da-da. Pull in tighter. And for those who can, they just fold up. Trust me, you cannot believe where people can cross their elbows behind their back. Up and down with your elbows. Oh, do I need this? I do suffer from migraines, and all that tension goes into neck, back, and shoulders, and take my elbows around in a circle. All of us are working out weird, painful patterns of perception and energy, and yoga will find them, and layer by layer we shall be released. Take your elbows around the other way. Now, if you have this final movement, everything in the upper body goes to the left, and your face goes to the right. Tilt your head to the right, drop your chin. Calm, peace, gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, wisdom, calm, peace. Good. Now bring it back to the center. Slide my hands out to my elbows. And this is called stability. This pose builds a deep, stable foundation of immovable peace on the inside. Close your eyes, stop thinking. A thought will come by, just let it go by. Not every thought needs to be thunk. Not every drink needs to be drunk. Now, just for fun with these new arms, you might bring these up here. Oh, and you just, oh, baby, you just work it side to side. Oh, yeah. Good. Now, this comes down. Now we do 5 or 6 minute full, deep, restorative shavasana on the blue cushion. Now, just laying on your back on the blue cushion is euphoria. I call it we-phoria. But I'm going to bolster up my knees. Here's my neck blanket. If you're brand new, the ancient yogis said at the end of class, you get 5 minutes. So now this would feel good on concrete, but on the blue cushion with my knees lifted and my neck supported, again, cherubs are shooting me with golden arrows. Rainbows are flying out of my eyeballs, shoulders, lift my booty, jiggle my legs, relax my heart, close our eyes. I'll do it with you. 5 minutes. Don't skip this. Make it dark and warm. You can put a washcloth over your eyes. Cover yourself with a banky. Layer by layer, body part by body part, just leave your body. Don't forget to relax your jaw. Maybe swallow once. Let your upper and lower teeth part. Let your tongue relax. Relax around your mouth. Let your eyes sink back. 2 more minutes. Soak it up. Soak up so much peace and healing and mercy, grace, forgiveness, presence. Okay, start to breathe back toward your skin. Take your time. Breathe that divine spiritual essence back into our mortal coils. Now, this is something I do on every Sunday, but it's never from convincing or preaching. But if you would like to invite in a power greater than yourself, God, love, source, infinite, whatever you call it, but now is a good time. God, love, source loves an invitation to come in, collaborate, cooperate, guide, lead, inspire, heal. Good. We might wiggle our fingers and toes and circulate this daily dose through our body. Now I'm bringing my feeties in and I'm curling over to my side, fetal position. Fetal position is a great restorative pose. Love all over yourself.
I found this on the web.
Now do your best to keep your eyes closed when you sit up. We're building this sanctuary on the inside. Find a seat. And you might be just down the street or across a continent from me, but hands into the heart. And if we close our eyes, we find the place where we all come together. We're so much more one than we are separate, but our minds tend to splice us apart. Yoga brings us back together. One mandala, one necklace around the world. And all together we say, Namaste. Now I have two audiences to bid adieu to. First of all, the worldwide Zoom audience or YouTube audience. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. I am on a mission. I'd like to spread yoga for everybody else around the world as much as I can. So please like and subscribe, and we'll make sure you have a lot of yoga offerings for the new year. So thanks, YouTubers. Now I need to slide over to my computer.